Okay. We are rolling live. How about that? I've got a new toy here tonight. I'm pretty excited about this. I mean, this is going to be totally different. Look at this. What is this? You have no clue, right? How would I expect you to even have a clue? You don't. It's a microscope. It's hard. Let me move the mic here. The light for the microscope is pretty bright, so it's overcompensating here on the camera. So it's just a big bright spot to you, but that's what's going to make this fun. So, for example, what are we looking at right now? Do you have any clue? Let's look up close here. Let's move this around a little bit. Any idea as I sharpen up on this? Also going to adjust the lights a little bit. What is this? Do you know? I mean, if you can guess this right now, I would honestly be impressed. So this is something new I've been thinking about for a while. This microscope, I saw somebody else using it, but not even in a sense of like on a YouTube channel. I thought, wait a second, could that plug into my switcher? Could I put that in the home studio? Turns out I absolutely could. Riley is here and says, Riley thinks that's zebra fur. That's pretty funny. A shoe sole. Nope, we are looking real up close on something here. Focus in a little bit better. I feel like I'm not nailing the focus right now. The light is like it's very reflective right now for some reason. Maybe it's just this part of what I'm showing you here. I mean, you can see it's something. Oh, maybe that'll give it away. It's obviously something printed, right? I got to do better with the microscope in terms of smoothness and focusing. And see, I don't even think that is like completely sharp right now. Let me try and nail this. Let me back up off it a little bit right there. But that's interesting. What is that? Can you tell yet? Oh, that looks pretty fancy. Is it? Maddie says, is it the Cuda jersey? No, it's not the Cuda jersey. The mustache, though. Wait, do I have a mustache, right? Oh, is it? Are you saying like the shadows make it look like I have a mustache? If I turn this off for a second, watch. Like I should look normal here. I think maybe when I turn this on, it's the reflection making it look like I have a duster. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay, let's get this thing back up and running here. Okay, we're back. All right, so what is that? It just looks a little bit like I had this thing razor sharp earlier. I feel like that's pretty good. That's pretty sharp right there. David's got it. So does Michael. Oh, wait a second. I'm not even showing these. That's my bad. AJ, you're wrong, only in a sense that the amount is not correct. Michael's got it. Caker girl. It's the lighting. Yeah, Vegas is done. I saw that yesterday. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. I made a video on that like 2 weeks ago. It was my gut instinct and a little bit of my hope that Las Vegas just wouldn't make it. And actually, it's best for the Golden Knights that they don't make it. You can't make it every year. Cut your teeth in this league. Get some respect for your fan base. Figure out the hard times to go with the good times. How are my 3 favorite A's players of the 2010 decade? Were you talking about like Stephen Vogt, Jed Lowry? Who else? Do I know if there's been any word on an A's? Oh, my goodness. I'm not even taking the questions here. You didn't see them on the screen. I'm sorry. An A's City Connect jersey, not yet. I don't know when in line they'll be, but I'll tell you this. What City Connect jersey could match the Kelly Greens right now? I'm sorry, this lighting is throwing me off. Let me go back to this. So, it is, in fact, a dollar bill. And let me just show you some like different parts of it. Actually, I think I might have ripped it there. I'm going to take these off for 1 second. You know, I'm realizing that I shouldn't have put these, I put some extra clips on it here to try and hold things in place, but it's only going to get in the way. Where does it say Washington here? Where can I get to that part? Oh, there it is. Look at that. W-A-S-H. Look how, like, it's pretty crazy when you get in here close on the microscope. And earlier I was looking at different, well, that's the print part of it, those lines going through there. But there were like, this is, people talk about money being paper, and it's actually fabric, right? This is more fabric than paper, I think. Yeah, like look at right there, for example. Here, let me flatten this out. Let me light it up the right way. See that little blue thread in there? There are a couple other ones. Let me go up here. I think there were some threads up here that I saw. They're all blue. Yeah, there's one right there. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think that's a pen mark. I'm pretty sure. I mean, gosh, when I look at that in with the naked eye, I mean, it's just it's minuscule down there. But that blue line right there, I think that's an actual thread as part of the fabric of this dollar bill. There's another one right there. You see a couple other ones in there too. And then you can see up close here how just the print is not, you know, it's not perfect. There's another part of it right there, like a orange color. You know what else I should get to is I only have a screwdriver thing here, but where can I point to? I guess it'd be right. Where is it? Oh, there. Oh, there's the tip. Well, look at the tip of my screwdriver. Oh, I didn't realize it was like a bit rusty in there too. So we are looking right there. Oh, wow, that's so weird. I'm just getting used to this. Like, I need a much thinner pointer, but look at that. Oh my gosh. This is just look how, it's a micro screwdriver. It's a flathead. And look how gigantic it looks. Even that's interesting to look at. Look at all the colors in there. I mean, it's supposed to be just silver, right? And it is, but there's all that discoloration. I don't know if that's like rust or... This is not even a screwdriver I use very often. It's kind of like a backup one that I just pulled out. Randy says, so this is what happens when Brody's not on Post Game Live. You know what? I think this is my third day off from baseball, which started at the beginning of the month. So, and I think did I have 2 days off back to back yet or no? I can't even remember. But, you know, it's been, oh, no, I did. Yeah, last Thursday and Friday. And I had Monday off and then today off, and then I work all weekend. So can't do it all. But I got switched off of hockey once baseball started. So anyway, yeah, look, that was, there's the actual dollar bill. Should I put it back under here one more time? Let's see if there's, let's do the other side. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's just amazing, right? Like, look at all this detail in this dollar bill. I feel like I can just get it sharper. I'm not, like, I know the camera's capable of it. The lighting's capable of it. I feel like I'm just not doing it justice. I'll learn how to use this microscope a little bit better. Maybe if I move it up a little bit and then... And I do know a fair amount about cameras and optics. So, but I also want it to be as zoomed in. Watch, it's going to go blurry for a second. Hang with me, everybody. Turn it this way. I know it's blurry. Working on it. So this is probably the closest I can get. If I back it in like that. Okay, there we go. Just look at all that detail right there. I mean, it's got to be hard to print that over and over. Look at all that. That's on the S. This is the states. That's the United ST United States. Anyway. So that is a dollar bill right there. Let's see what else is on the chat here. What is Bradley says, if they made a cologne in money scent, would it stink? I mean, honestly, I went in my wallet and it was like, it was a 50-50 proposition whether I'd have any bills in there at all. I just don't carry cash. I don't. I remember 15 years ago, it was like, what would you do if you didn't have cash? Like, there are some things you just, what if there was an emergency? I mean, now pretty much everybody is able to take an Apple Pay or a card or something. I'll Venmo you, so that's an option too. It's a good question, Caker Girl. You got to wonder what made me think, oh man, I got to get myself a super microscope to play with. And I knew my son would be interested in this too. He's 4.5. So I kind of got it for that, but I also realized that it could serve me a great purpose here, live streaming, doing stuff like that. Let me try and I don't know if you've seen what I just put here under the microscope. So let me focus up on it first, and then we can try and, that ain't it. Here we go. Tell me what you think that is. Ooh. It's pretty green and waxy looking. What is that? See, I also have lights here that I can adjust. And I'm just not sure how to use this entirely yet. The other thing I'd really like to do is there are those zeros and little camera icon in the top left of the screen up there. I'd really like to get those gone, but I'm not sure this microscope will actually let me get rid of those. I mean, this is honestly here nothing special. Your dog barking outside? This came from my backyard. It's literally just, it's a leaf. Look at that. That's all this is. Let's look at the edge of this guy. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, has anybody even commented on my shirt yet? Can you see that? Nobody's going to comment on the giraffe shirt yet? Come on. I like this. I like Bamboo Soldier says, I've been thinking about a telescope. Ooh, that'd be pretty cool. Now, imagine a telescope hooked up to the live stream. Like, this is a microscope hooked up to the live stream. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. You're right. It is a leaf. I'm a biologist now. Kai, you like the shirt? So craziest part, my son has the matching shirt to this. We both have our giraffe shirt. I think there's some zebras on there in the bottom too. That's I see it. There's a lens flare from these lights. I see. That's what that is. What is, oh yeah, that is a light. Okay. That's crazy. All right. None of us want to stick their neck out. What? It's the circle of life. That's hilarious. Did I get it from the zoo? No, we got it online somewhere. Actually, he got his first, and I was like, did they make that in an adult size? Because I would love to get that. All right. Let's see what we can do here. So there we go. Look at the edge of that thing. There's just such a shallow depth of field on this microscope that I really just have to keep cranking the focus here. Let's throw some more light on this. The cool thing is everything is adjustable here. So I can really maneuver this thing to get it right. The problem is I just can't. I feel like once I have it set, I can get something in focus. But then once I move it and there's a little bit of depth, that's enough to throw it out of focus. It's amazing. All these little black spots. I have a better looking leaf here too, by the way, just in terms of colors and aesthetics. But there you go. That's what this leaf looks like. Look how there's little on the edges, right here and here. What's that little guy right there? Why is it at the corner of the leaf, the edges right there? Like that little edge right there. Why is it that that's got like a little brown spot? Same thing with that guy too. It's kind of interesting. That was my finger. Oh, and by the way, I realized, okay, my fingers are pretty disgusting. I mean, in real life, I don't think they're that bad, but holy smokes, I looked at these. Okay, like for example, watch this. Okay. Y'all ready for this? You ready for this? Oh my goodness. Look it up close to that. Here, let me zoom out and give you a better look. It's hard to hold it really still, but yeah, that's my finger right there. Ugh. Look at all that like dryish, deadish skin right there. I do cut my nails like pretty often. I mean, nobody's going to give you this type of access. I'm the only one dumb enough to do this. Ooh, so I saw somebody say a coin on the chat. I should have got a coin. That would have been good too. Next, I'm just going to go digging through my desk here. But oh, look at that right there. Like, use some lotion, Brazil. Come on, look at this. Ew. Hey, what? What is that? Ew. Anybody grossed out yet? Oh, this would be cool. Here's a micro SD card. Oh, this would be a good idea. Okay, focused up there. Let's take a look at that for a second. There it is. Looks like this thing's been in and out of some devices. Oh, it's got like a serial number. What does it say here? Yeah, I need some like tweezers to move. Okay, made in Taiwan. Bunch of codes and stuff. Let's see here. It is a 2 gigabyte micro SD, class 6. I don't even know what this is from. This is just literally a spare of something, but I don't know. There's not really much to see here. Can I get in? Here's the question. Can I get in closer? Oh, I can. That's awesome. Can I get in closer? That's probably that's probably like the limit right there. I'll see. So the closest I can get is right about there. Oh, and I forgot to get the remote. I think there is, can I do it like this? Oh yeah, I can do it like this. I can like digital zoom in here, but I don't want to do that too much because like that's getting kind of grainy. At least on my monitor here, it's I'll keep it back at 1x. Okay. Anyway, so that is I mean, look how it's amazing, right? Like this micro SD is like literally that big. How can I hold it up there? It's a tiny little guy. We're literally looking at that right there. So I'll put that back. Is there anything else on the desk here that's not really? Wonder what like a wonder what a tip of a pen would look like under here. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Hang on a second. There we go. Oh, so that literally is a ballpoint pen. Like, there's the ball. I mean, that's the point, but the ball, I guess, so the ink rolls down the pen, and then when the ball kind of like see, can I light this better? I probably can. Let me move that there. So like the ball, right, the other side, it's dry right now, but if I were to write on it a little bit. Okay, so I just wrote, so I mean, it should have some like, should have some ink. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's amazing. See, so now it does have some ink on the tip right there because I wrote with it. It was dry because it hadn't been used in, I don't know, and it had the cap on it too. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And you can also see, like, there's a little bit of residue of ink, like, right in there. Wow. See, my hand is a little bit jittery there. Not bad, right? All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, so I'm going to move, let's see, I'm going to move the camera up for this one. Ooh, this is, ooh. This is promising. Let's see here. Do that. Okay. What in the world is that? Looks like a big pile of dirt. Okay. Anybody want to guess on this one? What in the heck are we looking at? Let me just say to hi to everybody, by the way. T-Money? What's going on, man? Thanks for being here. Put my IEM, my in-ear monitor, under the scope. AJ, you trying to see my earwax up close? Talk about gagging. Oh. Oh, man. You need some sand. Ooh, that's a good idea. It's not bad. Coins would be good. Coins is a really good idea, looking up close. If you like it, maybe don't scope it. That's funny. Oh, Handle Dog, you wish. You wish. I should do a whole separate video on that, by the way. Can you imagine if Christian Pache were on the Giants right now? The names Joey Bart, Mauricio Dubon, they would all disappear. All the young next, Ramos, Elio Ramos, is that his name? Am I saying his first name right? Elio? I know the silent H, right? I know it's Ramos, and I know he's been around for a while. But anyway, all those names, all those big level names of the pipeline for the Giants, they'd be nothing compared to Christian Pache. The A's struck gold again. So deal with it. All right. Some people saying it's a rock. It's not a rock. You're ahead of me because I do have a rock right here. So I will be getting to that one. We'll look at the rock in a second. But what in the world is this? Let me move it around a little bit here. Oh, that looks like that big crack. Looks like a cookie almost. Here, let me move it this way. Focus. Wait, which way am I focusing here? There we go. Yeah, I'm still very much getting used to... Oh, I see it. There's a whole part down there, too. Hang on. Ooh, look at that. Anybody want to guess what this is? It's not a rock. It's just like going to the eye doctor. That's a good idea. Throw my Apple Watch under the scope. All right. You want it? You got it. I just don't know if I can get it flat enough on here. Like it sits up pretty high. I think I can. Can I take it out off the band maybe? It's been a while since I think I can. Do I want to try and do this really? Oh, there we go. It's easy. Yep, I remember how to do this. All right, stand by. Here, for right now, let's switch gears and do the Apple Watch. Okay, let's do that. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a trip because it's not sitting really still, but let's see if I can get it to. There we go. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Yeah, and you could see like look at all of like the waxes right there. Oh, it just asked for my password, which I will, let me type it real fast. Hold it this way. Oh, there you go. Yes, I mean, look at that. You can see in there all those pixels. And by no means, this is not like Retina display. This is an old Apple Watch. This is like from 2016 or so. But look at that. And you can literally see those pixels. Gosh darn it. I don't know why it's asking for my password so many times. There you go. Look at that, though. That's kind of a trip. Like, think about how they program it to. I mean, everything is. It's all dirty right there too. Gosh, this thing keeps going off. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Like that's how close this screen can see. I mean, it's a microscope. It's what it does, dude. Duh. Uh-oh, no, I can't get my band back on. I knew I shouldn't. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Hang on. Greatest live stream ever, by the way. I'm putting my watch band back on. That's a good question from Waffle Lover. Do I have... it asked for my password because I'm not wearing it. Got it. So it knows. That's actually a good point. Oh, I'm sorry. Dimebag Darren had the question here. Do I have a nice mechanical watch? I do. It is a Citizen Skyhawk, meant for aviation, and that's kind of why I have it. It's also solar charged, which is kind of cool. The batteries will never run out on it. I go back and forth between this and that. I've had the other one longer. I think I've had the other one since 2014 or so, and I think I've had the Apple Watch since maybe 2016 or 17, probably 16. I can't really remember, but let's see what else we got. Oh, do my ring. Let's see if I can do that. So I'm really working on like, oh, here we go. Oh, I can do it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hang on. Let me get it right here for a second. I got to back off these lights a little bit. Okay, so now it's just the depth of field on here is not tremendous, but look at that right there. Yeah, it's really scratched up. I just can't really get a good... It's a little bit too bright. Maybe I got to move this up a little bit. Maybe that's the kind of the problem here. It's funny, you know, I remember... Oh, there you go. That's pretty sharp. I remember the day after my wedding, our wedding, and I was wearing this ring. You know, I don't wear jewelry. It's brand new to wearing a ring at all. And I scratched. I was getting out of a pool, and the bot. I think this is made of white gold. I think that's what this is. But the ring got all scratched up, like just off of the edge of the pool, and I was like, I ruined it. I wonder if it'll fade away over time. I mean, it faded away in like a day or two, but you realize how this thing just gets absolutely. It's on your hand. I mean, look at all those scratches. Look at all those micro scratches right there. It gets trashed. What else? Oh my gosh, that's my finger hairs. Oh my gosh. Ew. New level of grossness, Brazil. Look at that. Oh no. Oh. People are unsubscribing from the channel, I think, right now. Yeah. You should have a Power Rangers action figure under the microscope. Am I missing something? I'm not. Is there a backstory to that? That's what I should have showed you before and said, what is that? What is that right there? Look at that. Ew. That's my knuckle. Oh, man. There's my finger. Tiny little hair. That's crazy. Ew. Yuck. Yuck. All right, let's see what else we got here. So we did the bark. Oh, I guess I don't think I maybe clarified that what we were looking at before. It's just a piece of bark. Like it's, I'll let up the camera there. It's nothing. It's nothing special. All right, let's see what else we can dial in here. Oh, this one might be good. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me just make sure I can get this to stay how I want it. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think the key to this is like see right now, like I'm not touching it, I'm not moving it around. I want to get it in a nice spot, and then I can also use the pointer here to like say, okay. Or, you know, I'm just using a screwdriver, but this is like a little part of a plant. This is like a flowering part of a flax plant from our front yard. It's funny, people are like, Brody, what are you doing right now? Caker Girl says, the little boy in Brody is coming out. That's literally what's going on here. I don't know. I don't really know why I did this this live stream, but I got this, so I think I'll be doing more of them. Yeah. Look at that right there. It's pretty cool, huh? So it's like that's the bud and a little flower. Well, I mean, it was. I pulled this off. Was going to pop out of there. Now that, I think that's a little piece of fuzz that I just moved off there with the, that's probably from my table area. Move this up a little bit. Oh, there's more of those right there. Let's refocus here. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is microscopic, right? I mean, what you're looking at here, I don't know the size. This must be like maybe 2 millimeters wide, like one of these guys. Maybe 1 or 2 millimeters. That's it. I'm zoomed in a ton right here. And what's crazy, like I said before, is I can actually, like, let's test this out here. So I don't really want to do the digital zoom thing. Anybody who knows cameras knows that digital zoom is not the real thing, but I can still, like, let's just go into like 3x. Yeah, that's pretty grainy to me. But it still does let you see pretty good right there. It's funny, that looks like a watermelon. The size of it is nowhere near a watermelon. Bubble Tea just jumped on and said, what is this, Brody, the science guy now? I've changed genres. This channel is no more sports videos. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I just drink beer and talk about science. Well, Bunsen burner. That'll be my next venture. I'll get a Bunsen burner for out here. That's a great idea, AJ. Get the hockey jersey to see the stitches and the threads. You're right. Oh, coffee. That's a good idea. Oh, sports card. Yep. Oh, self-grading sports cards. You know, that we're all here nerding out with me. Hey, look, I appreciate that. I don't even know what the crowd is like. I don't care if it's 1 or 10. It's not 100, but, you know, whatever it is, I appreciate this. What is it? What's the comment here? This reminds me of the fun part of science class where I got to play with the microscopes, but then the super boring part. Had to write up the whole procedure. All right, let's see what we can do here with this. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so this isn't, like, I don't think this is going to look really dramatic. The question is, I mean, does it, I got to go in closer. You know what? That's what I got to do. Let's go in closer. Ooh, closer. Closer. Zoom, focus. Zoom, focus. Oh, I can go. There we go. I can get pretty close on this one. I don't know why. No, that's about it. I was zoomed out quite a ways. Okay, so. What is that? I mean, it's really green, right? But what is that? What in the world? I'll just tell you what this one is, because it's a piece of felt from my son's like art supply kit. But yeah, look at that. I mean, look at the cuts where it got cut right there. So that was definitely a scissor edge. See, like this edge over here. Oh, but that one, it should be sharper. But I think that's an edge. That's an original edge right there. So it is pretty much sharper. Like it got cut with a real, sharp blade. This is like a scissor cut. And you can kind of see on here, like when you scissor cut it, how it's just like it misses little spots here and there. Look at all the stuff though in the fabric. Like what is that? I gotta find my, there it is. What is that right there? What is that little thing right there? Or that little U-shaped guy right there? Just moving this around. So AJ wants to see the hologram on my California driver's license. I don't have my wallet. I don't have my wallet out here. I think I'm going to go back to the cash money for a second. Gosh, I don't like these screws in here. I'm going to take those out eventually. Let me go back to this here real quick. Let's go back to the dollar bill gel. I mean, just it's amazing how much detail now. I mean, there's not a security feature of a $1 bill, right? Like in a 20, isn't there a stripe? Like when you hold it up to the light. Hold it up to the camera lights here. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing when I look through it. I could see right through it. But it is a trip though. I mean, look at like that little. Oh wait, look at that. I thought that was in the money. It's not in the money. I can actually like. What is that? Ew. I mean, you never would have seen. I never would have seen this without a microscope. What is that? What is that? Get that. Scrape that thing off there. Did I get it? So like this one, okay, so where is this one? This one is right. Part of the hard thing here is that oh, there it is. So I can't scrape that. So that one is like embedded. See, that is like a fiber in there. Same thing with this blue one. Like that right there is a fiber. That's a fiber right there. And then there's the serial number of the bill. I do know that's what that is. And it's weird though how like even this serial number, right? Like look at how the ink like is wet on the edges, but like kind of drier in the middle. It's almost like it was painted on. Was it stamped on here? Is that how it got on here? Is the serial number different from the rest of it? And here's the Department of the Treasury stamp. Is there anything else like that, like we're missing in here? Like what's all that? Why is that abnormal over there? That's in front of Washington's face. Look at that nose. That's Washington's nose right there. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy. Look at all the lines up there in his forehead. That is, I mean, it's a lot of detail. That is one quality printer that does this, by the way. It's oh, this one was from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. San Francisco. I don't know how many different federal reserves they can come from. It says down here, Treasurer of the United States. Are there any other Easter eggs here on this dollar bill that I'm missing? Does anybody know? Let me know if I am missing something, because I would love to find something new on here. There's the eagle, the old E pluribus unum. Just refocus this real fast. I'm trying to look like with the naked eye to see if there's anything like for example, there's this whole dollar bill. Like what is the 144 doing on there? So that's like to show you here, that's like in the bottom corner over here. It says 1. Like why is it that there's a 144 down there? Let me go reframe that up for a second. Is that specific to this bill? A group of bills? A lot number? Like what Waffle Lover says, do I have any old coins? Not any old. I must have some. I just don't have like actual proper cash. It's pretty cool. Okay, I do see an inquiry here on the super chat, and I always like to prioritize those when they do come in. So Sven, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for being part of the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Look at the avatar there. Is that a Star Wars thing with a whoosh through it? I don't know. You'll have to explain that. Hoping you can answer a question from a lifelong Giants fan. Is there any shame in being a fan of both the A's and Giants? I support the Bay. No, there's really not. And I think all you have to tell people is, I like baseball. And I don't know your background specifically. Maybe you're not even from here. Think about that. Let's say you're from Chicago and you're truly a Cubs or a White Sox fan, or I don't care, you'd be a Phillies fan, whatever. But you're not even from this area. So you weren't raised on one side of the Bay, or you didn't have that background as your allegiance. I'm just saying that could be a hypothetical. There's nothing wrong with just saying, I'm a baseball fan and I like all teams. I would say it is a little bit weird if you only like the Giants and A's and then you hate everybody else, like you really hate the Dodgers, and it's not crazy. But I do know enough people who just say, I like baseball. I like all the teams. I like certain players more than I like certain teams. That's fine. But I will say there does come a challenge of what happens when they play each other and something's on the line. Now, the last 2 nights, what's really on the line? We're talking about what, games 18 and 19 on the season? It's way too early. And even when they meet again in August for only 2 more games, what else is truly on the line at that point? Unless somebody's on a 16-game win streak. It's just... So, I guess what I'm saying is, because I've lived through 1989, they played a World Series against each other. I would love for that to just happen again. And no, I'm not saying, I want to see the same results all over again. I mean, I do, but that's beyond the point. The region was spoiled here in 1989. To have that, for those of us who are alive for it and remember it, to be the center of the baseball universe, unfortunately, to also have the earthquake to go along with it. But yeah, what do you do when it's Giants versus A's? That might pose the interesting question. I would also say the best thing to do is to never wear the split cap. If you're really going to split it up, right? If you're really going to go half and half, put on a Giants hat and an A's shirt or vice versa, Don't cut the hat in half. Don't do that. I know, it's a thing. So hopefully that answers your question on my perspective. Oh, it's all about the Bay Bridge Trophy. Jaden, this is year 5 of that thing. And I'm glad people know what it is. I'm glad some people have warmed up to it. They've realized it is only what it is. It was never intended to be something, high level. It's something to have fun with. Like, we made the effort to literally take Bay Bridge steel, old Bay Bridge steel, eastern span steel of that portion of the bridge that fell down in 89. But that portion of the bridge that connected the bay for, I think it was 80 years? from the 30s to the 2010s, I want to say. But that steel like had stood for decades and generations, right? And so to melt that thing down and to make a trophy out of it and to have that trophy then resemble the bridge and be the trophy, that, like, again, some people just don't get it. You're overthinking it and you're not understanding it. That's probably the biggest thing I could say to any remaining detractors. I don't know. I know there was nobody asked me that question. I just felt like talking about it a little bit. So it's made it and it's going to continue. And, I'm glad it didn't turn into a big corporate thing. And the Giants have won it a couple times and the A's have won it a couple times. So, honestly, I knew when it was created. Yes, it wasn't even my original idea. I think I brought up the idea on Twitter. Somebody said, "Why don't you do this?" I said I'll check in on that. I did. I got it to happen. It was a crazy request. I literally DM'd Caltrans. Well, think about that for a second. Think about that. I literally sent a message to Caltrans and said, "Hey, I'm a TV guy. Giants, A's, we do sports. Could we get a piece of the old bridge? Do you still have pieces of the old bridge?" They said, "Yeah." So I still know where pieces of the bridge are. I know where they keep them for old time's sake or for whatever else they're going to do with that steel. AJ, hello. You're on the super chat, which I appreciate. Let me see what you're saying here. What are your thoughts on Cavill's recent Twitter trolling of late? Not a great look in your opinion. And when do you get a moderator wrench? Oh, well, AJ, let's start with the moderator wrench first. Let's see. We got Caker Girl. We got Felix. We got Maddie, and we got Brutus. When I was doing Sharks Night Shift all hockey season, they were always there, and it was the least I could do to give them a little bit of clout here on the live streams. And Caker Girl's on here right now, and I know that I'll see some of the others if I'm on long enough. Usually that's what it takes. Look, in terms of the Twitter stuff, and Dave obviously has been a person who kind of was absent from that platform for a while, and then has now reemerged. And I don't know. I'm not going to speak for the individual. I'm not. I read what he said about it, and he said he thought it was important to be present on the platform. Twitter's a hard place to, first off, to even have deep conversation. And when I say that, I mean with people who are either far off on your thoughts or when it's an issue that's so complex. I mean, 250 characters? Twitter's not inherently a good place to actually make progress a lot of times. So I'll just say I understand. I get it. I get all sides of this. I'm not really going to say much more on it, but it's just it's a hard place to truly understand or really. I mean, it's a communication platform, but sometimes you're like, I don't know if we're communicating here, So I don't really have a lot. But I also think too, from the A's side, let's also just state this: whether it's a team president, whether it's a fan, whether it's a broadcaster, people who are paying attention to the Howard Terminal stuff, it's been a long, grueling process. And I think what you're seeing at certain times is just frustration of like, oh my gosh, this is such a positive thing. This is such an easy to understand. Well, it's not easy to understand, but once you do understand it, it makes a lot of sense. Why can't everybody jump on board? Why is this not a slam dunk? So I've actually resisted myself a lot of times in just, laying it out there and being and showing frustration. It's hard not to sometimes. I'll be very honest, just because of the process. You want your $10 back? Let me go on Teal Town and I will super chat you back. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. A's, Raiders, Dubs, Sharks. What's going on, buddy? Hypothetically, if the A's were to move, you don't think they will. Do you think NorCal could get an expansion MLB team? No. I just have a hard time believing that the NFL will ever come back in a second team status to the Bay Area. And I have a hard time believing that MLB would do the same. I don't. And I don't think I'm being unrealistic there. It's unfortunate to say it like that, but yeah. I just can't see it happening. And I think that's why keeping the A's is so important. Not just because the two other teams have left, NBA and NFL, but to understand that you're not the NBA, the Warriors are staying in San Francisco for the rest of our lives, right? Is it possible they come back? Like, they're staying in the Bay Area, I think, for hundreds of years, however long they'll exist. But I don't think, certainly in the rest of my lifetime, they'll never call the East Bay home. It's possible, like, they moved to San Francisco first, then they came out to the East Bay, and now, as of a couple of years ago, they went out back to the city. So they've bounced back and forth already, but I think they're set in San Francisco for a long, long time. But, yeah, I don't know. Bro, got connections? How so? Did I name drop something? Did I? That's another thing. MLB's not going to go over 30 teams, just for saturation purposes, probably the most. Alden, what's going on, buddy? You would love to know which players sent Timo texts. Regarding, now I may be missing it here. Regarding what? Should we send Timo a text right now? Is he somewhere between Edmonton and Seattle for tomorrow night? Man, that was a frustrating loss. Frustrating overtime. Sharks had a couple chances there. And I'll be honest, I was consumed. I was barbecuing earlier. I turned it on with a couple minutes left, tied at 4. A couple minutes left in regulation, tied at 4. So I only saw the very end of it. Do I think the Sharks will win a cup in 4 years? Well, Riley, I will tell you this. I do believe they're poised to turn things around in the near future. And I can see the young players are going to help get it done. And I can also see that, I'm going to turn this light off for right now. Sorry. I'm just looking at myself, realizing the light, this is really bad. I see the young players as the next generation already. I see them there. And I also see the existing veteran players that have 4 or 5 more years, not just under contract, but to also be good for 4 or 5 more years. So, look, I'm not going to declare anything, but I will say that you are going to see the better half of the franchise. We're seeing the rough side of the franchise right now. 3 years in a row. It never happened before. They don't make the playoffs. But I think you're going to see the other side of you're going to see the consistent annual trips to the postseason pretty soon. Send Timo a text. Oh, you could tell I was barbecuing for my finger. It was only just like really dry, ugly, cracked skin. It was really disgusting. Did I send Jumbo congrats on the text? Did I text Jumbo congrats on the President's Trophy? I think he'd hate that. Probably hates the President's Trophy. He's already won it before in his career. Didn't serve him well. Oh, man. Does the new Sharks GM replace Bugner, though? With Bob having a final year in his contract left. I think I was going to make a video on this to elaborate on a lot of different things. But to sum it up, I think the Sharks either bring in somebody new with a structure built in, like a GM who has the head coach they want, who's got some scouts they want to bring in. Like, they either bring in a GM that's got some vertical integration, like, already lined up. Like, oh, you're hiring me? Okay, you're also hiring my people. That's possible. It happens all the time. Or you're going to hire a new GM who is going to fit in your ladder, right? So, okay, you're going to keep some of your other front office personnel. You're going to keep your scouts. You're going to keep your head coach. And this GM is just, it slides in as one piece of the vertical. So for me to answer that right now is impossible to say, oh, I know how it's going to play out. What I do have a really strong feeling is that it's going to be one of those two things. It's not going to be GM comes in, only hires a new coach, and that's the only person they bring in. I think it would be more likely that the new GM, like I said, is in by themselves to acclimate around everybody else, or the GM does come in and maybe bring in a new head coach, new people to ride with side by side. And as for, like, I think Bob has to be realistic about all this, just where the team is at, and the fact that the GM change is going to happen out of necessity more than anything else. And I think that, again, you look at the last couple years since he took over in late 2019, think about everything that's happened in our world and to his hockey team since December of 2019. It has been against a lot of odds. It has been an uphill battle. And so I still give him a lot of credit. And I would like to see him at least get the ship out of the dock next year. See where it goes. I think of all the commitment he's had to this team and all the progress he's made, sometimes, not having the strongest hand dealt to him, I think he probably deserves it. Oh, you think Alden was talking about in the Vegas win, Timo's interview, he said he was asked who texted him, and he said he didn't look at his phone. Oh, so he didn't know. I get it. I did hear that. Okay, I think I understand now. We can still text him, though. Bugner, in your opinion, is not getting enough credit for bringing the room together this season. They're still playing hard with nothing on the line. And I agree, that is hard to create a culture and keep it going when the chips are down. And I mean, this is a Sharks team that had two major losing streaks. Losing 10 in a row, losing 7 in a row. I mean, 7 on 2 separate streaks, 17 total losses. That's hard, right? To go through those and to still come out of, and those have only happened in the last 4 months. So to come through all that and still feel like a cohesive group, I think says a lot. I don't think that's going to happen, Caker Girl. I think they'll find a way. It will find a way to make that happen. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's just only do, oh my gosh, 11:15 already. Let's do a couple more minutes of the fun stuff here, or what I'm calling the fun stuff. I'm kind of only doing this because I just want to play with it a little bit more. There we go. Let's put that bad boy on the screen. Another neon green product. It is pipe cleaner. I'll just tell you what it is. It's just, I would say though, the camera doesn't really pick up on, I can tilt this camera, I think too. I think I can tilt the whole, oops, didn't mean to do that. There's my ugly finger. I'm going to adjust this real quick here. I think if I tilt, there's my big finger. If I tilt this, it gives a better perspective. This isn't that interesting. Yeah, let's move on from this one. Let's go back to this leaf. Look at that leaf. That's just a lot going on in there. I mean, I already told you what it is, but where's the pointer here? There it is. Look at the colors in there. I mean, it's amazing. This is a leaf on a tree that I typically would sweep up into a scooper and then throw in the green bin. I throw this away. Look how beautiful this is. That's why sometimes You got to just stop and appreciate this stuff. Look at that. Up close, you never would have seen all this. Now those little like black dark spots, I'm not sure what that is. How about the stem? Let's go look at the stem here real fast. It's kind of like leathery looking. Still getting used to this microscope. Put that light down there better. It's interesting how like this leaf would get its water, all up that stem, and then like out down those like veinish type delivery methods. Like there's a real long like vein. I don't even know what you call it really. I know I'm not using the technical term. I get it. Anyway. Oh, I have this rock. Yeah, let's do this rock here real quick. Probably going to have to zoom out just a little bit for the rock. But this one could be fun too, though. Like if you look in that section right there. It's just crazy. Like, I mean, this is one of 100,000 rocks in our backyard. We have like a rock area next to a fake lawn area. Perfect for maintenance, by the way. Man, look at this. It's crazy, like the layers of this rock and how like there's that little part right there versus the black part versus like the white area versus some of that like rust brown color. So I can get into some of these like crevices of, oh, that's pretty cool. So I got to come up with some other things that we want to look at. Oh, I like what Kevin says here. Can I zoom in on baseball, the new baseballs this year, and see what's different? I'm gonna go to the Coliseum tomorrow, and so maybe I'll steal a baseball from. But those aren't the game balls, right? Those are just batting practice baseballs. Let me. You know what I'll do? Let me just write something down here real fast. I wonder if it will. Ooh, that would be pretty cool here. Let me. Oh, watch this. This might be neat. Okay, so ready? Oh, it's not. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'm literally just taking a small red ink. So this is like it's like a Bic, like 4-color pen. I use the broadcasters love these pens, by the way. But I'm just using that. I wonder if I could hold it to the side more. Like, let me see if I can adjust this light there. There we go. So let's do, I'll tell you what, let's do like green. That's crazy. Ew, look at all that ink right there. Look how it kind of like came out in a big chunk. But yeah, then again, look at, I mean, like you can see how the point of the pen, let me focus in on it here. The point of that pen is just a little bit wet with green ink, right? That ball, it rolls in there and then it gets wet and then it just rolls that ink on the paper. It's literally that simple. Let's do some blue here. Let's do right there. Look at that. That is so cool. Like that is such a I mean, this is just, I use this style of pen every day. keeping score of baseball games and hockey games, and I use all colors, and I never look at it like this close. That is crazy. Look how the ink is like drying on there. Look at that. I wonder if I like rub it, if at all. Not really. See, it dries pretty fast. Let's go back to some more. I'll like draw on this. That's a trip, huh? There's the pen. Let me see if I can write my name like really tiny here. Whoops. I did it. I love this comment right here. Turn this art into an NFT. That's when you know I've done too much. Oh, change pen tips onto the scope. I'll do that. Today we learned how a ballpoint pen works, Brody. Great. It pops. All right, here, let me put it back under the scope here. Okay, so now you can see it like that. So, oh, look, see how you can kind of see how, like, the red on there is a little bit dry. So it's just going to pop away, but it popped away. And then, look, here comes the green one. And then pop. Here comes the black one. I don't know that there's a lot to see from this angle. Only that, you know, a totally different. See how it kind of rotates when it goes away? And then here comes a new one. There's not a lot to it really to see. Oh, other than, oh boy. Here, there we go. Now you can't tell my dry fingers have issues now. Oh, that's gross. Yuck. Anyway. So there is, there's my ballpoint pen demonstration. By the way, like I said, this pen, highly recommended if you are a person that loves organization, you like color coordinating things. Yeah, this pen is great. It's by Bic. You get them in a 12-pack. Okay. Oh, Samuel, I like the recommendation here. I've gone full-on child. Talking to a baby. Oh, I'm a dad. Can I find it? Ooh, an ant. That's not a bad idea. Oh God, I feel like more things are going to get put under there off air. Well, I mean, within reason. Come on, Marty. Sell me this pen. Well, was that from the Wolf of Wall Street? Is that what that is? YouTube is going to flag this as X-rated? What? I'm sorry, Sunshine Kitty Kisser. You're eating. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you get a pet duck. Really? Wow. All right. I think that's going to be it on the old live stream tonight. I did an hour. I hope you find that interesting. Can you fit the wood sign? Oh, that thing up there? I don't know if I can because first off, it's just printed. So it's not, that's like a print thing. Is there anything else in here that I've done? I did the dollar. I did a couple leaves. I'll show people this in case you missed it earlier. I thought this was pretty cool. This is like a budding flower. Ultimately, it's the flower part of a flax plant that's just never gonna. There we go. See, why won't it just won't get bright on top of there? I don't understand that. Anyway, yeah, but this would have budded if the flowers would have popped out there if I didn't yank it off the old plant. But this is so tiny in real life, like to the naked eye. I mean, this is minuscule. This is literally like that. Look at that. That's how big that is right there. That's it. Which I don't even, you can tell from my hand. I mean, it's tiny. I'm showing you like literally just that little part right there. I'll hold it up to like, I can hold it up. You can see it. Just that little part right there. All right. Well, that's that. Thanks again, everybody. And you know what? I will take the comments and compliments. First, I hope people enjoyed this just a little bit. Oops, my screen was messed up there. I'll do coins next time. A baseball card is a great idea. Like to see the printing up close. Have anything else in here? I really don't. Here you go. I got something for you. Oh man, this. I gotta take out those little clips in there. Those are gonna get in my way. Everybody know what that is? Oh. Do you know what that what that is? It's just a little piece of paper here. It says NBC Sports. But it's amazing, right? How even like the yellow over there is like yellow with orange dots, and the red has like blue dots. Well, I should have brought something else. Oh, this could be fun. This is, I haven't used this in years. It's makeup. But, like I said, I've not used, so this is, like a, you know, rub it on there, powder. Haven't used makeup in years, so this should probably be thrown away. See how it's like, whoa, yuck. It's like a green thing in there. I don't know why it's like discolored right there or around the edges. That's like the tin part. So this is what happens when you get to the end of the makeup. Compact, is that what it's called? Compact. You get to the metal. So, how about this? This might be interesting. This is, oh, you can see it already. Never mind. This is just a little, so this is not even a 1/8 inch. This is like forget the measurement of this one, but this one goes into a cordless phone. So back when I was doing pre-game shows and post-game, like live broadcasting here from the home studio, I took a cordless phone. I plugged this into my audio board. Long story short, I was using my phone as a connection to hear the studio. That's what that is. There's nothing really else good in here. So on that note, I think that's the end of the live stream. AJ wants to ask the question here that everyone's wondering about. Why do I have old makeup in the home studio? Well, because at some point I used to wear, like there's tons of lights in here. And at some point, I don't know that I ever wore any makeup in here. But when 2020 happened and we were out of the office for a while, I might have brought whatever I had back here. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. It's where I make TV. Like I've always had makeup around. But honestly, since the pandemic, I don't wear makeup at all anymore. There's a video on that here on my channel. But right now, let the beat drop. Oh no, I didn't. Too early. Wait. Now we're gonna let the beat drop. as soon as you remember to subscribe to the channel. There we go. It'll be impressive to draw on paper what you see from the microscope. Yeah. It's hard to draw on there at the same time as I'm looking through there. All right, everybody. I do appreciate it. What else was I gonna do? Oh, that's what I was gonna do. See if this is ready. Nope, that's not working. It's not working. Let's do a quick time check. Oh, it's 11:32. That means it's time to go to bed. All right. Thanks, everybody. Back on TV tomorrow and all weekend with the Oakland A's for the first time ever taking on the Cleveland Guardians. We'll see you then.